Before you watch the final episode, make sure you check out part 1 and part 2. This is the conclusion. Orlando Brown and Raven Symone comes face to face with him. There are two sides to every story, but there's only one backstory. Orlando Brown and Raven Symone stood outside that penthouse door. The door slowly creaked open. Pop icon Beyonce lingered somewhere in their eyeline. She was a goddess of beauty, wonderfully crafted. Her grace pierced their souls like a dagger wrapped in lust. That's Beyonce. Her words were soft and laced in compassion. My security team told me you were on your way up. How can I help you? Oh, sorry for the intrusion. I'm Raven. That's Orlando. Raven Symone. Jay-Z and I met you once. Met Gala 12 years ago. I'm sure you remember, right? A spirited voice with an aggravated Brooklyn accent twirled at their ears. Who's that at the door? Orlando locked eyes with rapper Jay-Z, with neither man willing to look away. Raven, Orlando, what do we owe this visit? Jay-Z, I'm a huge fan. Raven momentarily turned her back on the powerful couple, confronting Orlando. Bro, is Jay-Z the guy on the video? Orlando glanced at the rapper once more. He shook his head, hoping to settle the confusion that paraded in his mind. I made a mistake. It's not him. It wasn't Jay-Z. Orlando, this is not the kind of mistake you make. It's the effect of the neurodome implant. Sometimes I lose my train of thought or, I lose memories. Oh, sorry to have bothered you both. Raven and Orlando walked away, congregating near the elevator. Well, that was embarrassing. I'm going home. You're not well, Orlando. Orlando avoided looking her in the eye. A glimmer of disappointment rested on his face. Maybe I am all those things people think I am. Crazy, lazy, unstable. Orlando, you need some help. I swear, Raven, they put that neurodome in my body. That guy's face was etched in my brain, but I can't think, I can't remember. Raven pressed the call button. The loud ding ignited a memory in Orlando. It wasn't 30. What? It wasn't the 30th floor, Raven. It's the 40th floor. I remember. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Raven took in a gentle inhale. The two friends reached the 40th floor. A no-nonsense guard with a major chip on his shoulders stood waiting. He's been expecting you. The two friends were led to a room at the end of the corridor. A man hidden by shadows broke the silence. His voice was brittle but assertive. And what do I owe the pleasure? Cut the pleasantries, asshole. I remember seeing you when I was 10. You were a creep then and a creep now. Maybe it's just your imagination, Orlando. His voice sounded awfully familiar. You invested in Neurodome and now they're using you as a puppet to control things. Is that all you got, Orlando? Accusations and assumptions? I actually resent the implication. Raven tried desperately to steal a peek of the man's face. Can I ask you a question? Is Neurodome real? That's a very odd question. What do we consider real? You know what I mean. Are people being implanted with Neurodome? The man pondered her question. Yes and no. Life is about adaptation, assimilation. No one is exempt from that. Not even you, sweet pea. His words were like a crushing blow to her gut, crippling her. Raven couldn't breathe. She lost the feeling in her limbs. You call me sweet pea. I know who you are. I'm sorry, Ray, but I wanted you to see for yourself. So you're the one that groomed every deviant in the business. I should have known. The man shifted his body, revealing his identity. You're as pretty as I remembered, and you're as creepy as I remembered. Sitting in a chair was legendary actor Bill Cosby. He's the father of Neurodome. That I am. Bro, he goes flying under the radar because of our nostalgia for that show we all love. I'm not a bad man, just a businessman. You belong in jail. I've been there, done that. For years, I tried to get us to see the bigger picture. Education, decency, responsibility for our community. But y'all turn your backs on me. P. Diddy's life mirrors your life. I've done more for black people than you'll ever know. Save your lies. In about 90 seconds, you're going to have a brand new life, Orlando. As for you, Sweet Pea, shh. Orlando stumbled in place before the room plunged into darkness. Orlando opened his eyes. He was now confined to a hospital bed in a psych ward. He lifted his feet, ripping off his hospital gown. A nurse with red hair carefully watched him. Are you Dorothy? No, Mr. Brown, for the third time, I'm Sarah. Orlando turned on the television. The Cosby show blared into the background. Mr. Brown, you have a visitor. Raven entered the heavily guarded room. Raven, hey, are you okay? I actually may be safer in here. Curiosity tickled the back of her mind. She had something very important to say. You know, there is one thing that puzzled me about the other night. What is it? Do you remember Beyonce said she and Jay-Z met me at the Met Gala? Yeah. Orlando, I've never been to the Met Gala.